Okay, if we have a height fly zone in water, if we break the gravitational force of water, it's done by propulsion or speed without fluidity. What does that mean? Well, when you're waking a boat and you're cresting a wave, you're wallowing the water. What does that do? It creates a figure eight, lifting up from the bottom at an angular motion. So if you have a fish tank with big fish in it, and the fish are used to a water pressure, and you're doing a full tank clean, if you take your fish out and put them into a smaller container, they will fall on their side and go upside down. They're getting brain damage. People test how sound affects fish, just like the military or everybody tests frequencies on other like um, they can shut down your organs and kill you, but even worse, you can stay alive and not have oxygen. You'll have oxygen deficiency, Alzheimer's, the ability not to flip back over unless hand flipped. You'll stay like this unless somebody grabs you and actually spins you. I want you to watch a video of people lifting sharks up, upside down, like this, flipping them. That's oxygen deprivation, puts them to sleep. Um, they're not tired. You're just making them retarded. Um, so if you look at how a fish propels itself, it's going like this with its tail. What does that do to the environment? It creates almost a fluid angle. So now you're having the head move at the same time opposite. So picture that if you're in a boat above water, what feels the best? When you're turning, right? So a turning point of a fish is its center of balance, its core. It stays in the same spot. So you wouldn't get thrown all over the place. But you also wouldn't do damage to the water. Look at a snake's movement. It's tranquil. Look at his submarines now. When it's moving at full bore, it's fraying teeth of everything around it, making them soft, creating a sonic boom, but always creating molecular compound of intensity, not by heat, but through movement. So when you heat up a molecule, it moves faster and more sporadic. What about if you just move one? It's dormant. If you're under pressure creating dark water or nuclear waste, you've now created the opposite of fluidity versus heat. A toxic environment that nothing can grow in. How far does it reach? How far did you just move? Fucking tell me. How fast can you move in space? Like, seriously. What are you doing to entrails? Where there's a trajectory of energy going somewhere. An atmospheric river. Are you damaging it? Are you aerodynamic with it? Needling is kind of the best. I designed a car once to be the most aerodynamic. And how I designed it was a bulbish head flaring out like an ohm sign, but with a little bit of a point, but rounded. And it tapers back to a stem. And then it flows out again. To me, as a 13-year-old, it was the most aerodynamic form I could create without a fishtail or without a rubber. My challenge to you is to do a wind tunnel test and then fly the head and watch what the tail does in a controlled environment. Is it fishing? Where you have a silicone this way, cyclone. Where does the cyclone always hit? Think the ocean. When lightning hits, what's it hitting? Little cyclones? Like sheet lightning when it stops? Oh, I can rest now. There is a reason why life has the shape of bodies it does and travels the way it does. So it doesn't hurt things while it's walking past it. Robotics don't do that. Life does that. When I try to leave this place to get way the fuck away from you, you won't even know I'm gone. I just won't be there anymore.